Alright, hey guys, it's Amlado. I'm back. Got some Stardew Valley for you here. I'm gonna be streaming solo for a while because Tarathiel is at work. But I figured it couldn't hurt to hop on and say hi to you guys and just get some playtime in. Let's see. What can I make into jelly? I have plenty of stuff. 3 red peppers. Let's put this in here and then go and water my crops. Actually, let's fill up the watering can before anything else because I don't want to run out of water. I swear I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Pet the kitty. Go check the bat cave for anything blackberry. Yes, I did need one still, so let's go put that in the bundle. Okay. Who's got what for me? 30 pieces of wood. I can bring Robin 30 pieces of wood. I have them on me right now. Oh, but they need to be freshly gathered. Okay. So it doesn't count the ones I have on me. Got some cookies and a fried mushroom. That's a pretty good haul from the garbage can. I think I've probably had all the luck I'm going to have with garbage cans, but it doesn't hurt to try, you know? Nope, got something. Garbage, but it's something. there anything to be found up here? Yes, there is. I see grapes. 2 of them even. Silver quality. Wiggles. More wiggles. I didn't go to the community center and put the blackberry in the thing. I goofed. Let's do our wandering around here, see if there's anything to be found, and then we'll go back to the community center and maybe have time to hit the mines. I somehow doubt it, and we don't have much space, but we do have mushrooms, which apparently give us a boost to our attack. I don't understand how mushrooms boost your attack, but they do. So, alright, we needed to bring Robin a bunch of wood. Well, let's go chop down some trees. Gather 30 wood. And figure out what to do with our lives after that. Robin should be standing outside still, so... let's go talk to her, and then we'll go to the community center, because the community center doesn't have, like, a time limit like Robin does. She should be out here. There she is. And I get to keep the wood. Awesome. Okay, that should work. Nope, wait. You get in there too. I don't need any carp surprise just yet. So this has stuff for planting and stuff for, cooking. Don't know what this is doing in here. Let's put this in the, that thing. Now let's go fish Garbage Pond for a while. Because I think this still counts towards our fishing skill going up. Even though we're only catching garbage. Plus, the more newspaper we catch, the more chance we have of making cloth out of the, out of the newspaper itself. It's 11:30, so let's head into the house. Ooh. Alright, we made some decent monies. I don't know why I keep doing that. And my corn is grown in, and that means I have enough gold corn to do the thing. Excellent. My apple tree is growing nicely. Holy crap! Hi, Rex! Thanks for the raid, dude. The Stardew goes good, my friend. It is, very entertaining. And I hope that you guys are entertained as well. Let's see. Put that in there. Then find all the corn. 'Cause we need... There we go. Now we have enough for the bundle. How did your stream go, Rex? I saw you were playing, what was it, Mega Man? Just something I need to actually get into at some point, instead of just saying that I'm going to. Mega Man X, which is one of the harder ones, if I remember right. Now we're gonna dig in the garbage, because that's what we do on this stream. Uh-oh, my controller batteries are low. Let me just... Trash streaming? Yes, Rex, that is exactly what we do here. And apparently don't plan ahead to have our batteries run low. Where is my charger? I don't want to have to plug it into the phone charger again. There we go. There it is. Found it. Achievement unlocked. Find Xbox charger. La-di-da. Let's go collect the stuff from the beach. Is there anything good here? There's a bunch of wiggles. I mean, wiggles are always good, right? Especially when they're gold ore. Who just finds gold on the beach? I mean, I do, apparently. I'm gonna mute for a second because I got a train coming, but then I will be right back, I promise. Alright, I'm back. You are glad you stopped. Oh. Ooh, a pufferfish. Wow. Minus 100 energy. Yeesh. Yeah, I don't, you know, much care for the living situation, but, like, I would like to be able to stream without hearing my neighbors. But I imagine my neighbors would like to not have to hear me stream, too, so there's that. Even though I try to be, like, at least a little quiet. Like, I don't... Yeah, Rex, the walls are kind of like paper. Like, the floor is basically reinforced cardboard at this point, and... I live downstairs, so... Let's see, quality crops bundle, corn time. Corn is now, yes? Bundle complete! What do we get from this? I forget. A preserves jar. That means we have 4 now. Yay! Let's see. Do I still need this for a bundle? No, it's not flashing, so... Let's do our little loopy-loop. I think we... I think we're gonna hold on to this pufferfish, though, because if I remember right, Demetrius ends up wanting one for a quest. I've either already done it or it's coming up, and I don't want to not have one. There's wiggles over there, so we'll get those in a second. Oh, goodness. I just realized something. This is the first time I have streamed solo in, like, a year or so? So, if I'm a bit rusty, you guys might have to forgive me. I usually stream with Tarathiel, but he's at work, and I am... not the social butterfly of the two of us. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate the, I appreciate the motivation and the, positivity. I don't know, like, what's going on with, the weather lately, by the way. Like, I've been playing Stardew Valley in the hopes of, like, feeling warm. You know, the feeling... yeah. Streaming solo is weird sometimes. It's like, do I talk to myself too much, too little? Do I, you know, pretend that there's a chat here when sometimes there's not a chat here? Do I... It's a whole big thing, and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. But I can pretend real good. And pretending, as they say, is half the battle. Or whatever. It's something like that. Let's see, the algae I cook with, so that goes in there. Just walking around my house carrying wood. There's something about that. Do 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 do. Putzing my way down south, walking kinda fast. Can't wait until I've got enough of the hardwood to get a horse, which means I need to get deeper in the mine because I need an upgraded axe in order to break open more trees. Ooh, gimme, gimme. I want this. Thank you. Hello, Hat Mouse. What do you have? I would like to see your hat selection, sir. Good old cap and straw hat. I had 1,000 coins to spare, and I wasn't saving up for a backpack. And I guess I can't say I'm streaming totally solo because my cat is chilling out on the table, like right next to the computer. Being, a little loaf. She's cold. She's actually currently blocking the laptop vent, so that's probably not good for the computer, but she can sleep for a little while at least. Silently judging me? I think she's too sleepy for Judgment Rex. But beforehand, definitely the Judgment Zone. And a little bit of biting. Just some slight bites to tell me that she's there. Because my cat has a bad habit of, like, rubbing her teeth against people in a way that equals pain. But I love her, because she's my little loaf. She's my little loaf of bread. Pumpernickel, I think, is the, is what we decided on. Pretty and fancy, but, you know, not too snooty. Meanwhile, my other cat is, doing things that he shouldn't be doing. Which is just, this is the way. A respectable choice. Thank you, Rex. Toby, my sweet son, if you don't let go of that blanket and stop trying to dig a hole in my couch, we're going to have words. Oops, no, I need that sword. Gimme. This is part of the reason I don't stream solo sometimes, is because, cats are, complicated creatures. Hello, Toby. Thank you for not digging a hole in the couch. I appreciate that. I understand your desire to live in the couch. That is also my desire. It's a very comfortable couch. You can just say they're dicks. I mean, they are dicks. That's the straightforward way of putting it. I was trying to be more diplomatic. You know, being the ambassador to cathood in my house that I am. No, Maki, please. Get down. There you go. Just gotta make it seem like it's their idea to get down off of the thing that they're not supposed to be on. My cats are at least simple. They are food motivated. You can get them to do just about anything that you want them to do by offering them more kibble. Or cheese. They will steal the cheese right off your sandwich if you let them. Yeah, cheese, surprisingly. They don't give much of a care for sandwich meat, but like sliced cheese? Oh my god, they go nuts for sliced cheese. Which is saying something because cats are supposed to be lactose intolerant. I have actually never had a cat that didn't enjoy dairy products. Like, I've had, like, a string of good luck with cats who had stomachs that could handle cheese and milk and stuff because, man, they don't not drink that stuff. I left a glass of milk sitting out for like 2 seconds the other day and my cat chugged like half of it. No, don't water that. Water these. What is my cat doing sleeping all the way over here? Oh well. Pomegranate! Yes! Let's see, I need that for 2 bundles, I believe, but... Oh, the artisan bundle is almost done, but at the same time... I need it for the enchanter's bundle, too. Decisions, decisions. I think we're gonna put it in the enchanter's bundle, because we can get something else for the, We can get something else for the artisan bundle. There's a spice berry and some wiggles. 2 spice berries, ooh. And a sweet pea. 2 sweet peas. I must be having like a lucky day or something. Because I don't usually find this much forage in this area. The spice berries must flow. Indeed. Though sometimes I wonder if they're like that kind of spice, or if they're like some kind of like grind them up and it becomes a spice. I don't know. Like, I have thought about like spice berries too hard, and yet I have not Googled to see if they are a real thing. Let's raid these trash cans. Because we can. Because we're dirty gremlins. berries that taste like cinnamon when you bite into them. You know what? I would definitely try that. Like, I love cinnamon so much, but it hates me so much. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've put cinnamon in my oatmeal and, like, had a sneezing fit because I shook the container too vigorously. I bought, I tried, the sensible thing. I bought oatmeal with cinnamon already in it, and oh my god, it's delicious. I look forward to eating my oatmeal. Like, I mean, honestly, genuinely look forward to eating oatmeal, and that's kind of a first time in a long time sort of thing for me. Mostly because, like, oatmeal was never one of those things that I had cooked properly. My family either, like, woefully undercooked the oatmeal or cooked it until it was like wallpaper paste, and it was just... It wasn't always the most pleasant of sensations to eat. And now that I've got oatmeal for myself and I can follow the directions on the box and cook it the right way, it tastes really good. You gotta get you some oatmeal, Rex. How do you fuck up oatmeal? Just ask my family. Oh my god. They would either, like, cook it on the stovetop and leave it for way too long, or nuke it for, like, half the time that it was supposed to be nuked. And, like... These are the same people, though, who cook their scrambled eggs in the microwave, who cook bacon in the microwave, who... You know, microwaved hot dogs and... microwaved fish sticks. That's, I think, the most egregious thing that my family has done is they occasionally cook their fish sticks in the microwave, and it's like, nope. Whole house stinks now. Gotta move. Is this new? Yeah, it's new. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Rex. Like, bacon, they have microwavable bacon. But eggs? Unless you're reheating old eggs, which is a sin anyway, like, don't use the microwave. Please, God. And once again, I have forgotten to go to the community center. So we're gonna swing through town again. See, there we go. Put this stuff in here. Put these in here. We have to go see Gunther anyway. So we may as well go up north, come back down, and then swing through. I'm like pointing as I'm doing this. I am talking with my hands as I'm playing a video game. This is probably not the ideal way of playing a video game. Okay, community center. Let's unload this pomegranate. So now we just need wine for, like, one of the most complicated bundles in the game. You're Italian? Yeah, I was raised firmly believing that I was much more Italian than I am. We had my genetics done, and I'm only like 19% Italian. Whereas I'm like 27% Scandinavian or something like that, so... Like... Italian genetics just must be really dominant genetics because, my family got a lot of them. Here, Gunther, have this bone. I don't require this bone. You can have this bone. 30% at most is still more Italian than my family, who claims to be, like, very Italian. Granted, like, my grandfather was actually pretty Italian. It's only diluted down to 19% because, you know, my mom was not Italian. I still got the hair and the eyes and the skin tone and the propensity for talking with my hands. And we all have a secret family recipe for something called bagna calda, which is like one of the most Italian dishes, like, that I can think of. Okay, so bagna calda is, it's a pseudo fondue. There's no cheese to it, but it's a bunch of heavy cream, butter, garlic, anchovies, other stuff. And you dip bread and like meat and vegetables in it. It's really good, and one of these days I need to learn how to make it because my family's recipe for it is delicious. There's like an entire head of garlic in this stuff, so like if you've got to go somewhere, don't eat this. Don't bring this to any family gathering where like you know that somebody does not like garlic. I think my grandfather was the one who called it the vampire test. Like, if you can eat bunya, then you're not a vampire. But if you refuse the bunya, you must be a vampire. Most people, like, refuse it on principle when they find out that there are anchovies in it. But, like, they're only there for the salt. There's you taste about as much anchovy in bunya as you do in Caesar dressing, which is to say not a lot. Yeah, no, it's not the whole fish. You, like, mince up a tin of sardines and or anchovies, and I guess you can use them interchangeably. Uh, it just depends on how salty you want your bunya to be. You use either anchovies or sardines. I think my family uses anchovies though. But you just mince them up super small, and they usually end up sort of melting into the whole concoction because you cook it for like 6 hours. And it is delicious and nutritious in the sense that, well, it puts some meat on your bones. You were just gonna mention Caesar dressing? Yeah, like, I love Caesar dressing. Trathiel hates it, but, I mean, Trathiel hates fun. It's not true. Please don't quote me on that. I just like to give him a lot of heck because, he does not like things that I feel like he's supposed to like. Although, we both agree that Brussels sprouts can go to hell, so that's an important thing to agree on in a relationship, because if he liked those things and I didn't, I would be doomed. You neither, Rex? Ah, that's good. I haven't, like, encountered too many people who are, like, diehard fans of Brussels sprouts, except for my mother. And those are yet another thing that she's like, oh no, these are fine to go in the microwave. So you have the smell of, like, exploded tiny cabbage just permeating the entire kitchen. Your aunt and uncle love them? Yeah, no. I am glad that my mom does not live with me anymore, that I do not live with my mom, because I would come home, she'd be like, I'm gonna make Brussels sprouts and Spam. That sounds horrible. Yeah, Neo, it is terrible. But yeah, she loved Brussels sprouts and Spam as like a salad kind of thing. Thank you, Rex. You have a sensible head on your shoulders. Oh wow, I made a lot from foraging and stuff today. In my family, you smell more garlic than other food? Yep. I grew up putting like half a jar of garlic in everything that I do. And I still do. And it alters the flavor of just about everything. Let's unlock the door real quick so Trathiel can get in when he gets off of work. I wouldn't want to leave him out in the cold. You're making something? Here's a piece of garlic. Just put it in. Exactly. That's the right way to do things. Like, you measure garlic with your heart. George, why do you... George, we need to talk. This is not how you make icy hot. Let's go pet the kitty, because any game where you can pet the cat or the dog is a good game. That's why I always liked the Fable series, because they give you a dog. And you can interact with the dog, and the dog loves you. Not like I don't pet the Korg in Gungeon often. Ah! I didn't know there was a... I need to play Enter the Gungeon. I have so many games on my list! But I follow Can You Pet the Dog on Twitter just to know that information. Interesting. That's a Twitter I'm gonna have to follow because, I can't pet dogs in real life. So I need to pet dogs virtually. Hunter has a corgi sidekick that can point to items. You can pet the pupper. Oh my god! Being allergic to dogs is one of my greatest regrets in life. I mean, I know I don't have a choice. Oh, he saw me. Oh well. But... like, my, D&D group, the Dungeon Master, the Game Master, whatever you want to call them these days. No, I'm not allergic to cats. I have cats. I am very cat tolerant. But my, DM has, like, the best dog. She's a puggle, which means she's basically hypoallergenic. And I'm still allergic to her. And this dog just, like, she has no concept of, personal space, and no concept of, object permanence. So when you go in the bathroom, like, she'll follow you right up to the bathroom door. You close the bathroom door, and she starts whining because she thinks you disappeared. So when you come out of the bathroom, she gets all happy and, like, perky and, like, makes this little woof sort of noise and starts, like, loving on you and just kind of like, oh my god, I thought you disappeared forever, but you didn't. This dog is the most precious thing ever, and I'm like, I hate being allergic to you, but I'm gonna pet you anyway because I torture myself daily. Not gonna lie, I need to, Benadryl doesn't fix it for a bit. Benadryl does, but then I, like... Neo, I am lactose intolerant, so, yeah! I eat cheese so much. It's a whole thing. What is this meal that I picked up? What does it do? Vegetable medley. It's just really good for you. Cheese is my friend. Like, one of my favorite foods in this whole world is mac and cheese. And then there's this, Italian wedding dip that my mother taught me how to make that is, like, a cream cheese base. And, like, I kid you not, like, I will eat an entire brick of cream cheese worth. And it's just so good. And I suffer for it. Cheese is the best. Sound off, what's your favorite cheese, y'all? 'Cause mine is cheddar. Call me basic, but I love that cheddar. Oh, Rex. Fucking, oh, fresh mozzarella. Get you some baby tomatoes and some basil. Make a caprese salad. Get some olive oil. Mmm. But yeah, sharp cheddar. Like, the sharper the cheddar, the... like... I want it to make my face do things that I am not voluntarily making my face do. Ooh, Neo, that's great. I would love to learn how to make fresh mozzarella. And then my cats would be extra spoiled. They, actually, I've never had them. I don't usually buy it pre-sliced because I don't like how it dries out when you slice it. But I'm sure that if it was like a nice whole milk mozzarella, they would, you know, go to town on it. Thank you, Neo. I will do that. I'm gonna write that down because I need to, that is a life skill I need to have. Like, I feel like I'm a bad Italian for not knowing how to make my own mozz. Whee! Running, running, running. You know what? We're gonna fish the rest of the night. No, no, don't fish the land, my little dude. I have so many Joja Colas. Soon I will have a six-pack. I don't know. That's just... I don't think you get anything special for having a six-pack worth of Joja Cola, but I will feel like I have accomplished something. Oh, okay. I do mean to actually get, like, following that channel before they go away. But I guess it never clicked in my brain that I could go online and just find a recipe to make my own mozzarella. It's like this summer, like, well, this spring, hopefully, I'm gonna start growing my own tomatoes because tomatoes be rockin'. And if I can start a spice garden in my house, I would like to grow my own basil so I could make my own caprese salad and be a happy little camper. Like, the only thing I would need to buy is the olive oil. Because I don't think my landlord would let me plant and grow an olive tree in his front yard. Hmm. I don't know if olives can grow in Illinois either. Probably not. You want to try and grow your own potato garden at some point? That's a very, I hear complex process because they need like a lot of extra nutrients to get right, but at the same time, like if you've got a good soil like to start with, you don't need to do too much work and those things will grow basically anywhere. I love potatoes. I actually bought a bunch of potatoes to make corned beef and cabbage with, because they were these tiny little, like, heirloom potatoes that looked really tasty, and I have no self-control when it comes to vegetables. There are tricks to make a potato garden using pellet boards. You know, I could probably get Tarathiel to thief a wood pallet or two from work, and I could have a potato garden, and that would be great. Pallet board gardens? Yeah, I'm gonna have to have him steal some pallets. Not like everybody else doesn't do it. I will, Neo. I have so many things I want to do. Because, like, I don't have a job. Like, I am in the disability process. So, like, working is not an option for me. So, like, I need to find things that occupy my time. Or I will go nuts. And I feel like maintaining a garden of some variety is going to be really healthy for me. I would like to state for the record that if I can grow my own pumpkins, like, I will be having a Halloween party, and we will carve pumpkins together. If we have to do it over Skype. Might be a little trickier. I mean, yeah, I've got like a 6x4 sort of plot of land that I'm allowed to grow stuff on. And pumpkins probably take up more space than that. So I'm, you know, gonna have to work something out. Thanks, Robin. I needed that. No, I didn't, but whatever. I can make more coal. 10x10 for pumpkins? Yeah, I was thinking at least that, and, like, they like to grow with other gourds, so... Actual homemade pumpkin pie. Rex, that is a brilliant idea. I would love to just have my house full of the scent of a baked pumpkin. That would be great. Kitty cat, are you outside? Why are you outside in the rain, you poor thing? I love you. Oh, got a train coming, so I'm gonna mute for a second, and then I'll be right back. I could grow my own garlic. I have grown my own garlic in the past, and my neighbors kind of stole it all. I do need that truffle. Oh man, that's like all my money, but I do need this truffle. Now I can't afford the tea saddling. Oh well. The truffle, folks. Truffle is something I have never had in real life. I've had, like, imitation truffle seasoning. Oh man, if I could, like, have. Oh, I'm just thinking of, like, all the things I can grow if I get my own house, and I'm like, can you grow mushrooms in your basement? Can you have, like, a setup for mushroom growing? Cause, like, I love me some mushrooms, but, like, I don't really like the ones that they sell at the store all that much. I feel like they come off as a little, styrofoamy. You never had one either, Rex? Yeah, I don't. Mm, I don't blame you, Rex. I am not fond of spending the dosh. I like having my money and like keeping it. But at the same time, I need a new computer. I need a new mic because the Blue Snowball and the headset are all I've got working right now, and neither are great. So, like, property taxes and mortgage are expensive. Yeah, I I know the feel. I live close enough to Chicago that like property taxes and like uh what are they called? Property taxes and mortgages and like you're basically paying a premium to live within driving distance of Chicago, and it's like no thank you. Seattle living, my dude? Yeah. I hear it's expensive as fuck, but ultimately worth it because of the job pool in Seattle. Oh yeah, my aunt actually just bought a house out in California, and she's like, I will be paying for this until I am dead. Which is saying something because my aunt is actually very young. Granted, she bought a house pretty close to one of the, like, bigger cities in California. Like, I don't know exactly where she lives, but she's like, I'm 45 minutes from the ocean, 45 minutes from the mountain. Of course, I'm gonna pay a premium to live where I live. And I'm like, okay, cool, but like, you could move back to Illinois and like, save up a shit ton of money. You just gotta, like, be willing to live in bumfuck nowhere. Okay, I do have to stop at the... In some parts of California, 80K a year is considered to be below the poverty line, which is a scary thought. Oh my god. That puts us... Let's see. Double below the poverty line, like... Wow. I don't know what it is for Illinois, but... I know it's pretty high up there. Like, the bar for what they consider to be impoverished is, like... Yeah. All I know is that, like, we don't make nearly enough money to live in the shitty one-bedroom apartment that we live in, but That's what we do. That's how you do in this town. You have a friend who pulls in 6 digits? She's like, yeah, I don't feel well off at all out here? Oh my god. Yeah, my aunt makes somewhere in the vicinity of like 90 to 100K a year and she's still struggling and she's like, this is the life. I'm so happy. But then again, like, she's gonna have her daughters, like, living with her and paying bills because neither is really the kind that wants to move out. Which I don't blame them, like, moving out on my own was, like, one of the dumber ideas that I ever had. Like, I moved out on my own and granted, it's a lot more freedom because my parents were, like, really annoying to live with. And on, like, number of occasions, they totally forgot to do the shopping, which meant we had to do it. But I could say that I wouldn't want a house because I like having a landlord who takes care of fixing things. And that's not even like, it's not even like I'm not good with tools. Like, I'm actually, like, really, really mechanically inclined. You know, I know how to fix stuff. I can fix a toilet. I just like not having to spend the $80 that it takes to buy the parts to fix it. I'm glad you guys understand. Like, I could have easily installed the brand new toilet that my landlord had like installed for us, but like, I don't know, man, there's something about not having to do things yourself, knowing that you could. Also, I'd rather pay somebody who actually learned the trade. Your boomer mother is crabbing about you living in a studio apartment, completely ignorant of the financial situation and my happiness. You know what? We're in the same boat in that department, Rex, because my mom has been on my ass to get a house. She's like, you need a house. You need you need blah blah blah. You need this kind of freedom, this, that, and the other. Blah blah blah. And like, lady, first of all, you don't even have your own house anymore. You sold that to live with your stupid boyfriend. Second of all, like, the only thing that house ever gave us was trouble. Like, all the houses around here are at least 40 years old and in need of serious maintenance. Fuck that! Welcome home! I am streaming. Rex and Neo are here. They are chatting with me. We have been talking about food, being somewhat Italian, and how, like, that means you put garlic in things with your soul. You don't measure that shit. No, fuck that. But we've also been talking about what it is to be a millennial and not have money. We're millennials. We are millennials. The kids below us are Gen Z. My cousin is a Gen X. Your mom is a boomer. My mom is a boomer. And really, none of that's important because, like, if you think about it, like, we're all existing in the same geologic time period, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set this here so that you can join in on stream and actually talk to people.
Okay. I mean, I think they could hear me, but that's fine.
Oh,
Just let me finish, like,
yeah.
home.
I didn't actually realize what time it was. I unlocked the door sometime around 9:30, knowing I was going to forget what time it was.
Well, at least you thought ahead.
I forgot to give George his fucking pepper to rub on his stupid knee.
What?
You heard me. George wants a pepper to rub on his knee.
You guys just asking for trouble.
I mean, yes. I don't. He says it helps it not hurt.
The stinging pain of the pepper on my knee helps me forget about my arthritis.
I mean, he has it so bad he's in a wheelchair, so, like,
Yeah.
I guess at that point, you know, you may as well, as they say, go with the flow and create yourself a new problem to ignore the persistent problem. It's like, you know, when your back hurts real bad, so you just kind of punch a wall and your hand hurts instead for a while.
You haven't been up to that lately.
I haven't. Neo says, don't know if you know, but your mic is misbehaving.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Misbehaving how so?
Let me check my settings real quick, and I will see what's going on.
Hopefully it's actually... mic and not...
Alright, hopefully going into my settings did something.
I'll pull it up on here.
Yeah, would you please?
Just snapping all the bones in your fingers?
I did.
Shattered her hands like glass, folks.
Well, I mean, might have to unplug it, plug it back in, but it sounds slightly better. Alright, I will unplug it real quick. Mic is back. Hopefully that works. Maki, can you please get down?
Okay.
Hang on, she put Kate on the floor again.
Don't worry about it. I'll get it later.
Alright.
I gotta fix that mess over there anyway.
She's been so good today. I don't understand why just because you get home she has to be a little butt.
I think she thinks she can get away with it because I'm home. She is wrong.
I see. So when it's your mom, you're just like a little angel, and, you know, the reason mom thinks that I can handle 3 cats, and then when your dad gets home,
Yeah.
you're the reason I can't have another child, Maki.
She's half the reason.
I'm trying, like, really desperately to save up for a house expansion, but the cart lady keeps bringing me things that I need for bundles.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was Healy.
Uh,
Marnie wanted a diamond to rub on her sore tooth.
that's a good way to break the tooth.
Is it though? Like, you're gonna at least, like, chip it. I cannot.
It is very hard to hear.
We are at 100% volume.
The game audio is like overpowering.
Hang on, I can turn that down in this menu.
Okay.
Like, I can just turn everything off.
Well, it doesn't have to go off.
Yeah, but that's like the next setting is off.
You had it up too.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, because I had my iPad turned up all the way, and I could barely hear either of our voices.
That's not good.
It was just getting overshadowed by the game audio, I think, and like the distance now between us and the mic.
That's fair.
So how's everybody doing tonight? Good of you to come out and watch the stream.
Rex raided us, actually.
Really?
He was streaming Mega Man X earlier.
Awesome, Rex. Thanks for the raid. How was Mega Man? Was it, as they say, Mega?
I, personally have never played a Mega Man game, but, like, intend to at some point.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's like one of those things where I feel like I can't properly call myself a gamer until I do.
Fair enough. Took you long enough. Well, it's good and spicy, at least. Thanks. So he knows it's spicy, and he still wants it for his knee.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
But how is that supposed to soothe his aching knee?
Maybe it's the heat?
It's not that kind of heat.
I was saying that's not how you make icy hot.
Oh. Oh, well. He paid you for it, at least.
Yeah. Like, triple the market value or something like that.
Damn. You couldn't have just, like,
Gone
gone
to
out?
Pierre's and been like, hey, I need a vegetable.
Yeah, I was
Like, can
gonna
you
say-
order this in?
Doesn't he live, like, next door?
Yeah.
Hell, if he really wanted to, he could have asked his wife to do it.
She gardens.
Well, I mean... Yeah, but that would take forever to just grow one.
Well, okay, that's fair.
She could have popped over there and gotten one for him, is what I'm saying. He's just a man full of bad decisions today, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I've been having a grand old time trying to figure out, what to do with myself, like, tomorrow?
Oh?
Well, 'cause tomorrow is... Oh, no, wait. Why do I keep thinking that tomorrow is Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow's only Wednesday.
Oh, my God.
I don't know where you're getting Saturday from.
I think it's because we've been talking about you taking a vacation day for Friday.
Yeah, but that's next Friday.
I know.
Like, trust me, as much as I would love to hang out with Rosariel this Friday, you know, you said that you're,
Keg. I can make wine now.
Nice. Yeah, you said that your spoons would be sorely depleted.
My spoons are already sorely depleted, but I know what you mean.
If it helps, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do D&D this Saturday.
That doesn't help.
It doesn't? It's one less thing that you'd be
I mean, it helps, but it doesn't help. It's like, I kind of wanted you to be able to do that.
Well, yeah, I wanted to as well, but work is busy. It sounds like it's going to be 3 lines in both mailers.
Oh shit.
So, like, I might even get hit depending on what's running.
Oh man, I have been thinking too. Like, I might have to just have our DM come over here and bring his books so that I can roll up my other character, because when else are we gonna find time to?
Yeah, well, that is a fair point, but at the same time, he's just as busy as I am, if not more so.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I thought that they wouldn't be working as much out in shipping.
No, I mean, he might be working, like I said, more than we are even, depending on what the press room is doing.
Hmm.
But we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Speaking of figuring shit out, I did figure something out today.
Oh,
You know, there's nothing in here.
your cat's water bowl is empty.
That's not cool. But you know, how I was talking like the other day, like about wanting a caprese salad really bad.
I think so.
I discovered, thanks to Neo today, that it's apparently really easy to make your own mozzarella at home.
Really? I always thought that was like super complicated. Because you have to have the tubs to like keep it in. You gotta have those cloths to like roll it in and squeeze the moisture out of or whatever and do all that kind of stuff. Isn't that how they make that stuff?
I think mozzarella is easier than all that.
I could have sworn it was complicated. But hey, I mean, if it's super easy, then by all means, maybe we can give it a shot sometime.
I think it would be a fun together project to do.
Yeah,
Plus, I mean, I like working on projects that I get to eat.
true.
If that.
What?
I was thinking earlier, like, if the cats let me, I can grow, like, spice/herb garden, which means I can grow my own basil.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean if the cats let you?
Spice or herb gardens are, like, very delicate things, and if Toby lays on it.
It'll be outside.
No. I would be growing it in, like, a planter in the windowsill.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, because outside the conditions, like, in the soil are not good.
Not even like over the summer you couldn't do it?
It could go outside, like, in its own planter, but the soil sucks here.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Like, it's good for growing tomatoes because those motherfuckers will grow anywhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, the cats don't really sit in this windowsill up front all that often.
Yeah, but I'm worried that if I put a planter in there.
Then they're going to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if you put them in a planter on the other side of the windowsill? Outside, but just up on the windowsill, so they're not in the shitty soil.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, places that I can put it that they will still get the sunlight, but, like, have the potting soil to live in.
I don't know. It's worth thinking about.
Yeah, and, like, I was talking to Neo, like, gardening is supposed to be really good for, you know. Ah! Neo says, yep, again, pallet gardens are good for small space.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and, like, it's healthy to garden. It's good for your mind.
Yeah. Gives you something to do, keeps you focused. You feel good about growing
Producing
stuff.
something, like, not to mention you get to eat.
The fruits and or vegetables of your labor.
Also, your mic is now quiet, says Neo. God bless it all.
See, that's what I was saying. Is that we're super quiet. Hang on. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna pause for a second. And you know what?
What?
I'm having a think.
You are? What kind of a think? What think are you thinking?
Are you feeling like streaming more?
What do you mean?
Would you want to do like Fortnite or something when I'm done with this?
I don't see why not.
Well, I'm thinking about trying to set up OBS in the snowball. Thank you, Rex. One whole think.
One whole think. Yes. I like the one in parentheses.
Yeah, one. One.
Um. I mean, yeah, give it a shot if you want to try it.
You know what? Real quick, we're gonna.
Turn this way so that we can both be heard. You're not cutting out.
We're going to invite you guys to my Discord so that you can get notifications about shiz. And I'm gonna get the snowball out.
She's gonna sound even quieter for a minute because she is just now on the other side of the room, away from the mic. So that's not us for once.
And we're gonna do some hot swapping here.
Swap it so hot.
Damn.
What?
You can make anything sexy, can't you?
I can try. It's either gonna come out sexy or it's gonna come out creepy.
I'm gonna put this here.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go offline for a little while I boot up Discord, or while I boot up OBS and the Xbox app.
Yep, we will be right back, folks. Stay tuned.